Now on Channel 3 and streaming on WFSB Plus. This is Eyewitness News this morning.
Breaking news now at 6. North Haven police are investigating an incident here on Cloudland Road. Coming up, I'm going to share with you why police are asking that you shelter in place and the very latest coming from emergency crews.
Many communities still reeling from Sunday's devastating and deadly floods. We'll take a look at how people are coming together during this heartbreaking time and how cleanup is progressing this morning.
All right, good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Caitlin Nuclau.
I'm Tracy McCain. We start with weather and traffic every 10 minutes. So we'll say good morning to Scott Haney, who is back, and we're so glad to have you.
It's good to be back. Nice to see you, ladies. Unfortunately, the news is not great out there in parts of the state, and unfortunately, it's still raining in parts of the state this morning. 5 to 12 plus inches fell in the Bullseye area, Oxford on up into Newtown.
And then first alert, unfortunately, still dealing with a significant number of road closures in that southwestern portion of the state due to flooding. Southbury, Oxford, Monroe, Newtown, Seymour, Woodbury, all affected here, and Route 188, Route 34, and Route 67 among those hardest hit here. So please make sure that you're not only paying attention here to your screen. If you can, turn your attention for that full list, but you can also check the WFSB app for the full list as well. We have everything posted there for you. Local DPW crews, police, and fire are also making sure that everything is managed for you. Just make sure that you're never traveling down a road that is blocked off. I'm Caitlin Francis with your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, we're following some breaking news right now that's happening in North Haven. That's where police are telling some neighbors that they have to stay inside their homes.
A pinpoint news tracker telling you where this is, Cloudland Road. Police have blocked off that area and have done so since 9 o'clock last night, and they're making some movement.
Yeah, Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Olivia Schuler live at the scene this morning. And Olivia, we understand you were just told you're being pushed further back from this scene.
Yeah, Caitlin and Tracy, definitely some more traction here in the last 30 minutes. As you mentioned, a North Haven police officer came up to us and said that we needed to move back. We were close by to Sugar Hill Road. That's at the intersection of where that home is that's being investigated. If our photographer Alex Geronimo can zoom in here, you'll see that recently a ambulance showed back up here. It had left for about a half hour, came back, and then there's also a fire truck down there. No reason as to why that is right now, but there is definitely more movement here than there was earlier this morning. Several hours police have been here. We first brought you this story is breaking at 11 o'clock last night. Since then, we have learned there are no injuries, and this is a family matter that police are investigating. North Haven police saying pretty tight-lipped right now because, as you can see, this is a very, very active situation that's unfolding. But what we do know is that this is some type of family matter that is being investigated, and fortunately, right now, there are no injuries to report. Now, North Haven police are asking that if you live around this area, you completely avoid it. So if you usually travel on Cloudland Road as a way to get to your job, make sure you find an alternate route. And any of these homes in surrounding areas, we have Gale Drive behind us, Sugar Hill Road, make sure you do not come out of your home until police give you the all clear. And of course, we will let you know as soon as that is. We're live in North Haven. Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Olivia. Now to the latest on the historic and deadly flooding in western Connecticut.
Yeah, many towns are in recovery mode this morning, still reeling from that damage. It's being called a 1,000-year flooding event. And Governor Ned Lamont has issued a state of emergency after all this. It could take weeks before dozens of washed out roads are repaired.
Yeah, and just remember, school is about to start. For many of these communities, they're now hopeful that they can stick to their scheduled start dates, but many bus routes have been altered for the start of the school year.
And one of the towns hit the hardest was Oxford, where sadly 2 women were killed after being swept away in floodwaters.
Yeah, absolutely devastating. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones is live in Oxford this morning with how the community is coming together after this devastating discovery.
That's right. Good morning. Well, now that it's a little bit lighter, you can see a little bit better behind me this picture of badly damaged and broken property. It's pretty symbolic of how the people of Oxford are feeling this morning. Now, having 2 women lose their lives to this historic flooding is a stark reminder of just how powerful Mother Nature can be. We've seen extreme property damage as well as tons of water and businesses shut down. Sunday's historic flooding took a devastating toll on the town of Oxford, without a doubt. The massive flood caused damage up and down Route 67, decimating roads and bridges, debris everywhere from the main roads to the side streets. Worst of all, state police say 2 women did not survive the raging floodwaters. 65-year-old Evelyn Joyner and 71-year-old Audrey Rosakowski, both from Oxford.
One of the ones that drove in to the water, and we saw her car, and unfortunately she was holding on to the pillar. You see the firemen out there, they couldn't even do nothing.
Nope.
You know, they tried, but they couldn't do nothing, to try and get in there. They tried everything.
Oxford school superintendent says that he's very hopeful that school will begin as planned on August 28th. However, right now he wants everybody to focus on healing and picking up the pieces. Reporting live in Oxford, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Marcy, thank you. In Southbury, progress is being made to restore power to people in that town. Last night, a couple hundred people were still without it, and now that number is down to 30. Some roads have reopened, but crews still have a lot of work to do before things can get back to normal there. The brook that runs under Old Field Road rose high, so high that it tore apart that road. Businesses were ruined, homes were damaged. The full cleanup process could take weeks.
Wow. As people assess the damage and begin to rebuild, they also have to deal with a number of health concerns in the wake of the flooding. The Department of Public Health is now urging people to be careful in towns like Simsbury, Naugatuck, and Oxford. Well water needs to be tested, and officials say you should also dry out any flooded areas of your home as quickly as possible. If you need assistance or have questions on the best way to do this, call 211 for help.
And of course, as the cleanup process continues, you can stay here with us on Channel 3 for the very latest on the historic flooding. We also have more images and video from the aftermath and a full list of the road closures that we're constantly updating right now on the WFSB app.
All right, give me 90 minutes, and then the rain should be pushed out of the state. It is moving from west to east at a fairly good clip. I'm back with your 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, Kate, take it away.
All right, still ahead here, we're taking another look here at how Sunday's intense rain impacted folks all across our state. The new incredible video that you have sent in to us, we're going to show it to you when we come back.